Here is a quicker way to leverage Gamma Up to create a presentation. So say for instance you want to make a presentation for something that you want to talk about. Instead of you having to create it from the scratch, you can just jump into Gamma App to create it. So they've got three different methodology of you having to create that. So you can either paste in your text or maybe generate it with a single prompt line to come up with a main structure of what you want to talk about. Or if you already have a file, you can just import it and it can turn it into a presentation for you. So in today's example, I'm just going to click on this one. I'm going to type in, because I've got my content which I want to just use to create my presentation. So I've done my research on my own, so I don't have to start from the scratch. So the next thing you're going to do is on the presentation here, you can either make it, if you want it to be in form of a website, or if you want it to look in form of a document, you can use either of this. But for today's session, I will be using a presentation mode. So now just have a look around. You can check your grammar, maybe grammatical words. If something is not correct, just go quickly, run through. So I intentionally left that alone, so I can use that as an example for you. So now the next thing we're going to do, I'm happy with this. Click on presentation, which we've done, then click on continue. Then our next plan of action will be having to have a look around. You're happy with what is here. Over here you can click on, do you want it to condense it? Do you want it to generate something for you? Or do you want it to be in form of a longer form? Yeah, this one is up. Look, fill in your outline and add details. So I think I love it this way, general. And here, in case you don't understand something, all you have to do is just hover your mouse onto the top of the word, and it gives you more breakdown of it. So over here, that one says, it did say condense. It means shortening those words together to make it much more concise. Or if you prefer this one, from reformatting while keeping your original document, you can always stick to that one, in case you just want to preserve it, you don't want nothing to be changed. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leverage this one, which is fill in your outline and add more details. I'll just stick to that. So if you want it more shorter, click on that, medium, or details. Remember, if you don't understand something, all you have to do is just click on the word and you hover around, and that will give you more analysis. So over here, it says, who are you writing for? Beginners in content creation, aspiring content creators, and I'm going to say, and startups. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it that way. So because those are my own target audience, business owners, or I'll say, and startups. So usually I use the word entrepreneur. So the tone I want it to be friendly. I want it to be engaging and approachable as well. And that's a word I'm looking for, but probably leave it alone for now. So over here, remember, you could always change your language. But for me, I want it to be the output language. I want it to be UK English. And the image, sometimes it asks you, do you want an AI image or do you want to choose from the web? So for me, I would prefer to say from the web, one second, but I want it to be something which, so over here it says use the most relevant image. No, because I prefer to use free images. So I'm just going to say use only image licensed for commercial use. So in case you choose it, it comes up with images you don't really like, you can always come back to edit it. So quickly, what we're going to do is the format. Remember, the format has already been chosen before. So the next thing we're going to do, so here, if you want it much more longer, I mean, this is the words you've put, but sometimes you can do about 5,000 words. But I will keep it this way, standard wider. Let's keep it that way. I'm gonna keep it on standard. And this one, it does ask you how many cards do you want to use. I want to use 10 cards. So anything apart from that, anything more, you have to definitely upgrade. But for now, I'm just going to be using a free one. I'm leveraging the free one. So I've got 260 credits. And over here, you could either say you want card by card or you want a free form. I prefer the free form. The card by card, it just split it for you. But to make it much more easier for myself, I will stick to this one. So I'm going to click on continue. I don't want that. I'm going to choose. I like it when it's much more, a little bit, much more visible, lighter, like whiter, a bit of a lighter background I prefer. So I've chosen that one, something like this. Yeah, that one. So what we're going to do now is I will generate. Sometimes you can reshuffle all this all this the template here, but I don't want to do that. I will just click on generate, and now it's going to do its magic. So have a look. It takes a few seconds, and remember, just in case the images you don't like them, you could always edit them and just change it and make it quicker for yourself. So you can see the output now. It's coming up. There we go. Okay, so it is ready now. But remember, if what you've done, you're not happy with it, look at this one now as it is now. For me, if I say I would prefer to also add another slide to it, you can easily do another slide. All you have to do is just click in here and you add another blank card, or choose a specific one that you like, add from a template, and it makes your presentation much more longer. So coming back to this one, this is the topic which I want my presentation to talk about, to be more about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one. I don't like the image. Of course, I did set it pretty well before, but I still prefer to change the image. So when it says ABC, that's not the kind of ABC I want. So I will prefer to just say, go to Unsplash. Of course, you can use ancient image if you want as well. But I think I would prefer just this one. Just wait, let's do this. And so creation. So this is now like I want to change what it is about. So over here, you have more access to more images. So click on that, and that gives you more images that you want, something that looks much more appealing. Okay, let's do this. If you're not happy with what you have come up with, your next plan of action will be just click on here to get more. I'll just use this one. That looks beautiful. Sometimes I like it much more wider. But it's okay. We can stick to that one. So because it says audience, I'm just gonna I'll probably choose from, I don't know, this one. Make it easier for myself. Remember, it's something really simple. We don't want to consistency, let's say developing your voice. So decide regular, audience engaged, participation. Okay, I just need something that does. Let's just talk about branding here. So I'm going to look for something relating to branding. We go to Unsplash. We're going to go to branding. So I'm looking for image that relates into branding. Let's see. Your own voice, developing your own voice. Yeah, you can use that. You can use that one. You can use this one or that one. They all make sense. Let's choose this one. That makes more sense. Okay, so because when we talk about developing your own voice, it's all about you having your own fonts, or having your own color as well. Maybe your color that looks much more consistent for people to remember you. So this is quite similar. So that's why I am choosing that. So this is the presentation that we have just made. we have leveraged Gamma to help us in coming up with a very beautiful slide for what we will be talking about. So over here, this is it. You can run through, have a look around, see if you're happy with it, because sometimes if you're not happy with what is there, just remove it. So you can press there just for you to see what it does look like. Is it something you're happy with? Do you still want to change it? And if you want to change it, there is nothing wrong with that. You can always change it if you want. So can you see? This is it here. Just change, move it around. You know, if you're not happy with the layout, just work on it. And if you want to change your theme, you can just click there and it changes the theme for you. If you want to share what you've created, click on there, then you can share it with people. But for me, what I will do, I want to export it. So if you export this, you can either make it in form of a PDF. Let's do PDF first. So this is what we have come up with. Can you see? This is the PDF here. And it shows where you've made it from. Of course, it's still carrying Gamma logo. You can always delete it if you want. You can do. Yes, you can delete it. Sometimes you can drag it to, sometimes you can take it to Canva and just, export it into Canva, and then you can just remove it from there. But I don't want this to be so complex today. I want simplicity. And should, in case you prefer to have it as a PowerPoint, just click here and it comes up with PowerPoint for you. So you can see now we've done this one. So over here, this is the place you can always use to delete Gamma. Gamma logo, can you see? So the reason why sometimes I don't really like this one is sometimes they kind of shrink in such a way. You can see the fonts are so tiny. So you might need to work on the font a little bit. Can you see? So they're not the same size. So if you go a little bit of OCD like me, so like for me, I will complain about that a little bit. Not complain, but kind of like, yeah, you have all other ones larger, and when you get to the next one, there's a bit conky. Can you see? It's a bit just getting tinier. Especially this one. There is this one here. This one. Especially this one. It's a little bit tiny. Of course, you can work on that. You can always just go in here to maybe make it into 14. Can you see that? It takes a couple of seconds, but usually I take everything off, but I told you. I got a little bit of OCD, but don't worry about it. Okay, great. So, I think we're done, really. So this is our slide. All done. This is on PowerPoint. So here is the PowerPoint of it. Okay. And that's it. So now you've seen how you can leverage Gamma App to make your presentation. It is very, very quick. You can do this in 5 minutes. But for me, I had to just move a couple of things around. But to be real with you, let's say close your eyes and open it. 10 minutes, you're done. Then close your eyes. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful, quick segment. And if you have any question for me, please feel free to, get in touch with me, ask me questions, and I'll be there to support you. So my next plan of action will be to talk about this presentation, which I've got here. I'm going to talk about it shortly. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick segment and hope to see you next time. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, feel free to do so you do not miss great content that I will be showing in this beautiful platform for you. Cheers, goodbye.